Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who carry the deepest scars. This is the true story of how one of the world's most recognized pop stars didn't just fight a private battle in silence, but found her strength not on the stage, but in the quiet corners of her own soul. It was the summer of 2017. Madison Square Garden was sold out, packed with screaming fans waiting for Selena Gomez to appear on stage. The lights dimmed and the roar of the crowd intensified. Backstage, surrounded by stylists and assistants, Selena sat quietly in front of a mirror. Her glittering costume shimmered under the dressing room lights, but her eyes, they told a different story. Hollow, exhausted, a silent plea for stillness. She took a shaky breath and whispered, almost too softly to hear, "I can't do this tonight." No one around her knew what to say. They were used to last-minute nerves, but this was different. Something inside her had fractured. Hours later, headlines read, "Selena cancels tour for health reasons." But the truth was more painful and far more human. Far from the cameras, tucked away in a small rehabilitation retreat outside Los Angeles, Selena Gomez was no longer a global pop icon. She was just a young woman trying to feel whole again. She wore no makeup, held no phone. The days were quiet. No interviews, no Instagram filters. Just morning walks in the dew-soaked grass and slow breaths under a California sky. Each morning, she would ask herself the same question, who am I when no one is watching? One morning, while walking through the quiet garden of the center, Selena noticed a teenage girl sitting alone, crying. Without a word, Selena sat next to her. They didn't speak, they just sat. And in that silence, Selena realized something. Pain doesn't isolate us, it connects us. At night, Selena wrote, not lyrics, not tweets, but raw confessions scribbled into a plain, leather-bound journal. "Everyone says they love me," she wrote one evening, "but I don't even know who I am anymore." One night, as her pen trembled and tears soaked the pages, a staff member knocked gently and said, "Being strong doesn't mean not crying, it means crying," and still continuing. Selena held onto those words like a lifeline. In a forgotten corner of the center, there was a small room with a dusty upright piano. Selena discovered it one afternoon. She placed her hands on the worn keys, uncertain, but as she played, her fingers remembered what her heart had forgotten. The music wasn't polished. It was cracked and hesitant, but it was real. That's where she began to write again. A melody born of pain and rediscovery. "Lose You to Love Me," a song that hadn't yet been released, but already carried the weight of a lifetime. After months away, Selena returned to the spotlight, not with fireworks or a magazine cover, but with a letter. Sometimes to shine, we have to burn first. And I've burned, but I'm learning to rise from the ashes. When her song was finally released, it wasn't just a chart topper, it was a collective sigh of recognition. People across the world cried not for Selena, but with her. A year later, Selena revealed she had quietly undergone a kidney transplant, her closest friend donating the organ that saved her life. But she didn't announce it to gain sympathy, she shared it to show strength, to remind others that scars can be sacred. She still has bad days. She still feels the weight of the world sometimes. But now, she wears her past like armor. Today, Selena doesn't just sing on stage, she sings for those who can't. She sings for those still lost. She sings for the girl who sat beside her, crying in silence. Maybe true strength isn't about never breaking. Maybe it's about breaking and choosing to heal anyway. Selena Gomez. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories that inspire, uplift, and remind us that behind every smile, there's a journey.